You know, this is one of those games that, you know, you don't want to, neither one of those teams really deserved to lose. Both of us battled, played really hard. I thought our girls came out and believed that they could win, played like they could win, and just came up short. But, you know, that's what you're playing for. We came back, battled back, got a lead, and had a chance to win it in regulation. And that's really what you're playing for in the conference tournament. And now in March, it's about execution. And I thought we did a decent job on that, with that on the offensive side, but didn't get the stops we needed to in regulation. And then in overtime, we just fouled too much. I think they scored 13 of the 17 on the free throw line. So defense, I think they executed down the stretch, and we didn't finish there. So, but proud of the fight and our girls. Our team has showed a lot of grit. We've battled through a lot of adversity this year. Mackenzie been playing with the broke finger. We lost one of our shooters to a ACL. There's a lot of things been going on, and for us to come in here and give that type of effort, they wanted to win. I hate that they didn't have a better result.
Thank you, Coach. Questions for the student athletes?
For either one of you ladies, you guys, you somewhat had the momentum closing the first half on a 7-0 run. You had really wreaked some havoc on their offense, created some turnovers. I know Coach had made some changes, brought some reserves in, and they sort of sparked the team, I think, a little bit. And the same thing happened in the third quarter. What was a turning point in your eyes in the fourth that just gave them their momentum? Was it more defensive lapses, or was it T taking over with her offensive game? Where, for both of you, actually, in your minds individually, what was a turning point for either one of you?
Timo, actually, you know, she played a great game, and she's a player that I feel like we have to be able to lock down. But we expect her to, you know, play hard for her team. I think we had a lot of momentum in the end of the fourth, or the fourth and the third, just with the pace that we were running. So, you know, with the change of pace, sometimes it's hard to, you know, get back on the defensive end. But I think if we would have kept that pace up a little bit more, you know, it would have went our way. But, you know, we can't really change how the outcome was. But, I mean, if we could redo it, I think just keep playing with higher tempo. We had a run, and then they had a run. So it just didn't fall our way, I think.
Cheyenne?
I think we were successful on the offensive end, and we just had some defensive lapses. And at that point, we were just kind of exchanging buckets, and it just came a point when we were unable to score, and we weren't really getting stops on defense. So I think that kind of played a role in it as well.
If there's some way you can summarize a positive end to this season, you know, based off of what you guys have done, how you've come together, maybe the chemistry, and then your resiliency to really not give up in this game, despite looking at the score. Like Coach said, they hit their free throws. For either one of you or both of you.
Well, I think personally, like our team, we just fight through pretty much anything that comes our way. So, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, the outcome wasn't what we wanted, but the fight that we showed is something that, you know, we're capable of playing with all year. They're a great team, and I think as are we. So, you know, it just, like she said, the defensive end, but, you know, I'm proud of my team for the effort and the fight that each of our players have. And, you know, each player is capable of doing something to help this team. So I think that's something I would say.
I think everybody contributed somehow today. Everyone played their roles, and I think everyone left it on the court for the most part. They're a really good team, and I think that our team fought. So.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, we'll dismiss the student athletes at this time. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions for the coach?
Coach, as I mentioned, was that your idea in the first half when they had sort of broke out on their lead? You brought some reserves in to maybe give a wake-up call, see if maybe they could get something going. They actually, it seemed like defensively, they had sparked some turnovers, and they ignited the team a little bit. close the first half on a 7-0 run, get back in the game. What was your thought process? And I guess if that's the case, in the second half, you can't risk that, so you got to leave your starters in. What, just sort of put me in your mindset,
Sure.
first and second half.
You know, our bench is pretty deep, you know, and we have quite a few players on the roster that can contribute at any given time. And I thought they did a great job of keeping us in the game, getting us the lead. I thought Cheyenne Greenhouse came off the bench, obviously, and played a fantastic game tonight. And we got something out of our post play, too, which is something that has been up and down. So proud of what they came with today. And so just trying to give other people opportunities, and they stepped up there. But down the stretch, went with, you know, what we know. And they came back, and I think they came back with a different type of want to after we had made that run to close the second quarter, and then obviously to pull ahead in the fourth. So, you know, like I said, I think our bench was pretty deep, and we did a good job coming off the bench today.
And can you just talk about Tebow's game? I mean, she just took in the fourth quarter. It's so hard. I mean, you could put as many arms and hands in her face. She just took it over.
Well, you know, she's a great player, and she's a senior, and she's fighting for that not to be her last game. And she came out and she battled. You know, they have so many weapons on their team, and they're so strong in the post that we were lending a lot of support to the post players. So that allowed some of the guards to get loose in some of those situations because we were worried about their post play. But she came out and played a very efficient game and got to the free throw line. I think that was the difference, the amount of free throws that they shot. And that's really what I think where the game was won, in us fouling and them shooting free throws.
And just finally, it looks like, you know, Mackenzie and yourself, your eyes are a little swollen. In the locker room after the game, what did you say? It must have been an emotional moment for you guys.
You know, I love our seniors. I love this group. We've been through a lot. And I think we're all disappointed with the outcome. So it was hard. And, you know, Cheyenne was my very first signee when I got the job. So seeing her go and seeing these kids grow up and through the program, and, you know, that's what I'm going to take from all this is they're great people. They're going to do fantastic things in the world. And I'm just happy to be a part of their journey.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you for your time, Coach.